Welcome back to course Artificial Intelligence. Our today's topic of video is steps to develop expert system. So in the last video we discussed about why there is a need of expert system, what expert system can do, what are the benefits of expert system, what are the problems with the expert system, what are the characteristics, and where you can use expert system. So we understand that expert system is nothing but a computer program, or you can say it's a software which is used to solve a complex problem which requires a domain specific knowledge. So we are trying to emulate the human knowledge into the system so that it can be used instead of the human being. So we know that expert system is not 100% correct, but still it's an alternative which can be used to solve a various complex problem where domain specific knowledge is required. Now in the today's video we are going to discuss about how to develop an expert system. Suppose you wish to develop an expert system for a specific particular application, then how can you do this? Because I told you that there are two types of system. One is an intelligent system and second one is a knowledge based system or domain knowledge. Okay, expert system is one is a intelligent system and second one is a expert system. So intelligent system is a generalized one, whereas expert system is developed by considering particular domain. Let's say medical is one of the domain, finance is another domain, insurance is another domain. So expert system is developed for specific domain. So here we are going to discuss about the steps. Now before discussing the steps, first of all we should know what are the components of expert system. So these are three important components of expert system. One is a user interface which allows a user to interact with the expert system. Then we have inference engine which help us to extract the knowledge from the knowledge base. Inference engine takes the query as the input from the user, formulate the rule and try to extract the knowledge from the knowledge base. And third most important part of this expert system is a knowledge base. Knowledge base is that particular component where we are storing the knowledge of particular expert. Let's say you are developing an expert system for medical, so doctor's knowledge you are going to store in that knowledge base. So these are three important components of expert system. Now next thing is how to design expert system. But in order to develop an expert system, it is costly, means it is not that much easier, or you can say it is not that much cheaper to develop an expert system. So in order to develop an expert system, there includes a cost, and so in order to reduce the cost of developing expert system as well as to reduce the time required to develop expert system, we need to use one specific template. Let's say simple example, suppose you are designing a website. So in that case most of the time what developer is doing too, they are using the ready-made templates. So it makes easier for that developer to develop a website in very quick time because he is using ready-made templates which are already available over the internet. So only thing that developer is going to changing the content. What will be the content? The website developed for particular college, the website developed for particular institute. So template is same, template is fixed. It is having some kind of color combination, various functionality it provides which attracts the user. So in that case what developer can do, developer can use existing already available template and can develop a website in quick period of time. Similarly, is it possible for expert system? So yes, it is also possible, because it is observed that if you are developing expert systems from scratch, it takes lot of time as well as it takes a cost. So instead of this, why should we not have a particular generalized template which try to reduce the time required to develop a expert system? So that environment is provided by expert system shell. So what is that expert system shell? It's a software development environment used to create a expert system. So we have seen that these three components are important in expert system: user interface, inference engine and knowledge base. So for every domain what is going to change? Where user interface we need to change that much? No. Inference engine we want to change inference engine that much? No. So one of the dynamic component present in the expert system, that is the knowledge base. Suppose I need to develop the expert system for medical, so I need to have knowledge base of a medical system. Suppose I need to develop an expert system for financial system, so in that case I need to create a knowledge base having the knowledge of finance. That means rest of the thing is same in the expert system, only knowledge base play very important role. So this expert system, we can say that it's a expert system shell is a expert system with empty knowledge base. Means it's a generalized template, it's a ready-made template, it's a tool that is available to develop a expert system where you need to embed the knowledge base, and according to that your expert system can be developed. So expert system is a framework, you can say it's a environment which allows us to add only knowledge base so that you can create expert system for various domain in very quick period of time. So here you can see this particular diagram or this graphical representation. User is there, user interface is there, similar kind of interface you can use for more than one expert system. Then explanation system is there, inference engine which is responsible for fetching the data from the knowledge base, knowledge base editor is there where you can edit the knowledge base. So here knowledge base is connected with this shell, but that knowledge base is empty initially. What you need to do, you need to just feed the knowledge, expertise knowledge, domain specific knowledge into that knowledge base, so that your expert system can be ready in very quick period of time. So this is what the benefit of using in expert system shell. This is what important. Means just consider two scenario. One developer is developing expert systems from scratch, and another developer who is using this particular environment and developing the expert system. So who is going to finish the task in quick period of time? Obviously developer 2, because developer 2 is making use of a expert system shell. It make use of the framework where he has to put only the knowledge, okay, that knowledge is extracted from the expert, domain specific expert, and that knowledge has to store in the knowledge base which can be used in a expert system. So this shell simplify the process of creating a knowledge base. So these are the benefits. So what we understand, what are the benefits of using expert system shell? It reduce the cost, it helps to reduce the cost. Second, it reduce the time required to develop expert system, and also it simplify the process of creating a expert system shell. Okay, see in the market various tools are available. So suppose we talk about one of the tool is called as a teachable machine. If you need to develop a project for mass detection and you have very little knowledge about the deep learning or machine learning, and still if you want to create a project for mass detection, so in that case teachable machine you can use. So teachable machine is a framework, it's a ready-made tool that is available where you have to provide the data. Means I need to develop a project for mass detection, so I need to provide the images of a person with mask and without mask. So rest of the thing is done by the teachable machine. So easily I can develop a model which can help us to detect the person with mask and without mask. So making use of tool to generate the thing, that reduces the time as well as the reduces the cost. So this is what a role of expert system shell in designing the expert system. So before discussing the steps, we are discussing about expert system shell because we are making use of this shell to develop the expert system, right? So very famous expert system shell is available, that is JACE. JACE stands for Java Expert System Shell. It's a Java based tool that is being developed in the year of 1995. And this JACE can be used to develop a expert system, develop a expert system for multiple domain. Only thing is that you need to make a change in the knowledge base, and again if you want to slightly modify the user interface or inference engine, you can do it. So JACE is one of the expert system shell that you can use to develop a expert system. Now we discuss what are the steps that you need to follow in order to develop an expert system. So very first step, what is that? You have to select the domain and particular task. That means I need to select the domain. Let's say I decided the domain is medical domain. Now next thing is, in case of medical domain, I need to decide the task. So task can be I need to predict the person, I want to develop an expert system which can predict that whether person is suffering from cancer or not. So domain is medical and task is what? cancer detection or cancer prediction. This is what the task. So while developing an expert system, first of all you need to identify what is a domain for which you need to develop an expert system. So here I can say my domain is medical and my task is cancer prediction. Now the second step, select the expert system shell for implementation. So I can use JS, that is a Java based expert system shell which I can use to develop my own expert system. Then next thing is acquire the initial knowledge, because in order to build the knowledge base you need to acquire the knowledge from the expert. Let's say I need to design an expert system for cancer prediction. So in that case I need to consult with a doctor who is having expertise in the disease of cancer, and I need to acquire the knowledge from the doctor and try to embed it into the knowledge base so that it can be used to develop that expert system. Because we have seen that in the expert system shell only knowledge base is empty, where we need to fill up the knowledge, okay, and then your expert system is ready to use. After that you have to encode the knowledge. Obviously you acquire the knowledge, but as it is you cannot put it into knowledge base. You require some kind of pre-processing, particular formatting is required. So this is what the encoding of the knowledge which you have acquired from the expert in the field of cancer. Next, execute and test the knowledge. Testing is very important. Once you feed the knowledge into knowledge base, after that you need to check that whether my system is working properly or not. Suppose I enter the symptoms, then whether it gives a correct prediction for cancer or not. Sometimes it may happen that symptoms is different but still it is predicting that the person is suffering from cancer. So it is very dangerous. I told you initially that expert system is not 100% guaranteed. Okay, means you can't say that expert system totally help us to replace the human being. Up to certain level it can be replaceable, but not 100%, right? So execute and testing of the knowledge is the next phase. After that you have to do some kind of refinement in the current knowledge, because that expert system is a rule based system where we need to feed the knowledge according to that rules is being formulated. So that knowledge base is going to be changed. The knowledge base is very important part in the expert system, and that has to be updated very frequently. So by considering the current knowledge that is available, because day by day the new knowledge is being generated, and we want that our expert system should be capable of giving the response to the new query, new kind of disease. So in that case refinement of knowledge base is very important. And finally you will complete the interface code. Interface code means what? GUI, that is user interface. So slightly you can modify the user interface as per your requirement. So this is how steps that you need to follow in order to develop an expert system for specific domain. So these are the steps: selection of domain and task, then selection of shell, acquiring of knowledge, encoding of the knowledge, executing and testing of the knowledge, refining of knowledge, that means modification, you are doing modification, and finally you need to refine your user interface that you want to use for your expert system. So this is how you can design your own expert system for specific domain. Thank you.